I have a quick word for somebody from the Lord today. And the word from the Lord today, you will know who you are because this is a question that you have been asking God. And the word from the Lord today, for you specifically, is for you to hold on. You will not die. You will not die. Hold on. Hold on to what the Lord has spoken to you. Hold on to what you know to be true about God. Hold on to the knowledge that God is love. Hold on to the love that you have in your heart. Um, you will not die. You will lose a lot of things. I know there's a lot of people right now, I'm specifically speaking to those people that feel like they are in a place of affliction. I'm specifically speaking to those people that are in their season of loss. You've been in a season of loss for quite some time. You've been in a season of loss for what feels like forever. You've been in affliction. You've been in your own version of the valley of the shadow of death. And I want to encourage you today from the book of Acts, chapter 27 and 28. And I'm not going to read it all because it's all very relevant to what I'm sharing with you today. But I encourage you all to go, if this word is for you, to go to Acts chapter 27 and 28. And this is, the two chapters where Paul was on a ship, and the Lord gave him a vision that the ship was going to be shipwrecked. And then what subsequently happened, he spoke to the centurions, nobody believed him. And the process and the winds began to be tremendous, like just push against the boat and so on and so forth. And what ultimately happened is that they were shipwrecked and they found themselves on an island called Malta. And there are specific portions of Acts 27 that I want to share with you today, and Acts 28 that I want to share with you today, that the Lord is speaking to us through. And it is, portions of Acts 22 where an angel of the Lord came to Paul and spoke the specific words that they will not die. There will be no loss of life. There will be no loss of life for every single person on that ship. There will be no loss of life. And then, Paul then subsequently went on to communicate this to the centurions, that the centurions and the soldiers, that the Lord has communicated that there will be no loss of life. But what they then subsequently, what we find is, before they are actually shipwrecked and find themselves on the island of Malta, a couple of things happened. At some point, they began to throw things overboard, and at some point as well, the some of the soldiers wanted to jump overboard, and Paul warned that unless they stay on the ship, they will not survive. Unless they stay on this very ship that is going to be shipwrecked, there's a guarantee the ship is going to be shipwrecked. Unless they stay on this very ship that's going to be shipwrecked, they will not survive. And there is a beauty in understanding this, because there is a point in time where they prayed for daylight because it was dark. It was dark. And you can imagine, if you've seen any of these movies where there's some sort of shipwrecking, or if you've seen any of these movies where the waves begin to move violently on a ship, you realize that is a time of great panic. It's a time of just, you are in a place of panic. You don't know what to do. You don't know how you're going to survive. You don't know if you will survive, and in that place of panic, in that place of throwing things overboard, trying to make sure that you sort of balance, sort of trying to balance the ship. The Lord is saying that whatever you need to throw overboard, throw overboard. Whatever needs to be let go in your life, let it go. Whatever needs to die in your life, let it die. If you need to die to yourself in this season, in this time, allow that process to happen, because it is in the death that there will be a resurrection. There first needs to be a death before there is a resurrection. So allow every single thing that the Lord needs to die in you in this season. Let it go. Let go of every single thing, but hold on to the Lord. Hold on to what the Lord has spoken. You will live, you will not die. You will live, you will not die. Hold on to what the Lord has spoken. This is a word for somebody I know. Today, this is definitely a word for somebody. And I pray that this word blesses you. I pray this word encourages you. And I pray this word strengthens you. God bless you.